Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've had a good Sunday afternoon. Hope you enjoy whatever you were doing this afternoon. And if you were a City fan, especially, you must be buzzing right now with this after this performance from Manchester City. It was a game that Liverpool just did not get into. They just couldn't get themselves into the game. They tried a bit, but from the start of the game, Liverpool was just like they weren't even in it. They weren't even close. No performance from any of the Liverpool players, to be honest. They were sloppy in defence. The midfield got overrun. Manchester City just kept running at them. Jeremy Doku and Nico Gonzalez, they were just having fun. Phil Foden as well had a great game. It was just like Liverpool weren't at it. They were just I don't know what happened. It just seems as if they were tired. I don't know what was going on, but it just seems a bit sloppy. And to be honest, that has been going on with Liverpool all season. They're a bit up and down. They'll have a great game here, and then especially in Europe, they have some great games in Europe, but in the Premier League, it's just a bit up and down. They can't keep a clean sheet. They can't defend. The midfield just keep getting overrun. And it was just that sort of game. But from the Manchester City perspective, they were absolutely on fire. I don't know what Pep has gotten into them, but I tell you what, Manchester City, they look really, really good. And as an Arsenal fan, I can't lie to you, I'm more worried about Manchester City than I am of Liverpool. I think Manchester City, they are the outright challengers to Arsenal, and that when Pep is on it, that doesn't look good for anyone. Anyways, I've made a few notes on the game because I just wanted to touch on a few things that I've seen during the game. So first thing, like I said, Liverpool got outclassed by Manchester City today. They weren't even in the game. They just got overrun in the midfield. Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, they were just on it. And that little kid, the left back, what's his name? O'Reilly. Yeah, he had a great game. He was just on it. He was pressing. He was winning balls back. He was taking on, doing overlaps and everything, taking on the winger. It just looked like a fantastic little player. And secondly, Manchester City, the midfield, they was just like, they won the game in midfield, to be honest. The midfield battle was just, Liverpool just could not get in the game. Manchester City just had it, unlocked, to be honest. They gave Liverpool no chance, no space. They were pressing. They were all over Liverpool like a rash, to be honest. Just want to touch on the penalty. The penalty for Haaland. I don't think that was a penalty, to be honest. I really it's soft, and like they said, it's a similar thing to what happened in the game when Arsenal played Newcastle, and they said the goalkeeper, he can't stop his forward movements, and I just don't think it was a penalty. Anyways, however, the keeper saved it, so. Yeah, we know that Haaland is not really a robot because he can miss. But then for the first goal, I don't know what Van Dijk was doing. He just barely just stick his leg out, and gave the keeper no chance of even getting to it. He wrong-footed the keeper by just barely just sticking a leg out. I don't understand why you stood there. Why you not just move forward and attack it? If he just take 2 steps to the side, that it stops it from going in. And throughout the game, Van Dijk looked like he just looks a shadow of himself. This is not the Van Dijk that we come to know, to be honest. The aura defending and all that sort of stuff. He just looks a bit like out of it. He looks tired. But then he has to play every game. And I did say this to Hussam and them guys on Hussam's channel. I did say in the summer, I did say an aging Van Dijk and an aging Salah, Liverpool needed to get some defensive reinforcement. They needed a backup for Mo Salah. They didn't get that. And it just shows it, because if they have to play every game. You can't drop Salah. You can't drop Van Dijk. Konate played sort of a good game. He weren't at his best, but, you know, he had moments, and it was just like that all game. You know, Conor Bradley, he looked all right. He played well. A few bits, a good performance here and there. Szoboszlai weren't really all that bad, to be honest. But none of the Liverpool midfielders, McAllister, honestly, I don't know what happened to him. McAllister is just awful. He's just all over the place. He just can't seem to get into games. Another thing that I want to touch on was Jeremy Doku. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Wow. That goal was majestic. And it's just fitting. He deserved that goal, to be honest, with the performance. That performance from Doku today deserved a goal. And boy, did he took that goal very well. It was absolutely beautiful. A stunner. And yeah, that's just it, to be honest. Pep Guardiola masterclass again. You know what I mean? And yeah, as an Arsenal fan, I look at that today and I'm thinking, well, you know what? Dropping them 2 points yesterday were, I'm not gonna say it's a mistake, but it's a big dent in our season, to be honest, because this City team, they look really good. They look like they're on it. You know, they're playing with confidence. You can see that the players feel like, yeah, they're back, and you just see it. I could tell that they were gonna win. The second goal for Haaland, he was just in the right place. It's just one of them. It came off the defender's head and it just hits him and went in. He had nothing to do with that goal, but then he's always in a good position. And if you're in a good position, you've always got a chance. And he was in the right position, right place, right time. Bang, 2-0. And then Liverpool sort of came back into it. You know, they huffed and puffed, but City just dropped the line a bit, and then they just defended and just started playing on the counter attack. And that's it. They just start playing on the counter attack, and that's where Doku goal came from. He just picked it up, you know, run at the defenders, shift it onto his right, and bang, and that was a fantastic goal. Overall, I think this Liverpool team, I think this now, I can safely say they're not going to be in a title challenge, to be honest. You can't lose 5 games out of 11 and expect to be in a title race. It would take something really drastic, something really bad to happen to either City or Arsenal for this Liverpool team to find themselves back in this title race. I think the title race is over. I don't care what anyone wants to say. This Liverpool team, they're out of it. They've got very little chance. There's no room for even a draw or another loss, and the way they're playing, you can tell they're going to lose games. They're going to lose another 2 or 3 games this season, and that is it. And they probably draw 1 or 2, and then that's it. They're out of it. So this title race is firmly between Manchester City and Arsenal, and I'm telling you what, this season, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm hoping that we win it. I said we're going to win the league at the start of the season, and I haven't changed my mind, but this Manchester City team is going to be our closest challengers this year. And to be honest, the way they look, there's no one that can tell me that they are not the challengers to Arsenal this year. And it's Guardiola. He's the best manager in the league, and his team is playing really well right now. Anyways, people, that's it from me, from match review for this Manchester City versus Liverpool. And like I said, just want to say, just remember, please just like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Try and get, like I said, by the end of the international break, I want to get to 100 subscribers. So yeah, just drop a like, and subscribe, and just let me know what you think of my match review in the comments. I'm gonna start doing more of this for the big 16s, and yeah, it was a fun watch, to be honest. It was a bit one-sided, but fun to watch because, I love the Liverpool pain. After everything that they've said this summer, I just love to see them in pain. Anyways, people, that's it from me today. I want to say thank you again for tuning in to my little bit of match review, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.